Hello, my dear friends, my dear masters and my dear gods. This is Parinitha Patri and I'm here to welcome you to yet another wonderful series of episodes called as Spiritual Glossary, which is season 2. Isn't it exciting? I'm excited. I'm totally excited. So we have been learning a lot of words and the meanings and the references or the inner meanings of every word, every phrase, every term. We have learned a lot and I'm still keen on sharing everything with you. So today's phrase for today's episode of Spiritual Glossary is called as the mental body, my dear friends. What is mental body all about? We have this physical body, emotional body, or the mental mind. What is this mental body all about? Is it only the mind and what all exists in that? So that is what we are here to learn today, my dear friends. According to the ancient wisdom, the mental body is composed of the following parts. The subtle substance, electrical in nature, which is used to build thought forms. And the solar angel, which is the thinker. Who is the thinker? And the various thought forms and cloud patches floating in the atmosphere of the mind. And a center in the mind from which radiate 9 petals of energy, my dear friends. And if the man is near the third great expansion of consciousness, a shining pearl, the mental permanent atom. That's the fourth one. And the mental substance is divided into 7 successive vibrations, each of which is called a plane. And each plane has its own function. As the man progresses, he builds and then uses higher mental levels. Because the substance of the higher levels is more adequate to formulate lofty ideas with greater clarity. And it's very rare to see mental vehicles on the freeways of the subjective realms. Advanced development and creative labor are needed to build a mental vehicle to be used as a means for subjective contact. And the third factor is the mental nature or mental body. We know that we have thoughts or a mind, but we don't know that we are different from our mind or thoughts. And unless we know the difference between ourselves and our thoughts, we cannot control our thoughts or say we have a mental body. And once a person realizes that the mental body is a mechanism through which he formulates his ideas, visions, and feelings, and in which he accumulates knowledge, he can use his mental body constructively or destructively and becomes either an enemy or a friend to his mental body. So that is today's term, my dear friends. This is mental body, and we have learnt all about what is mental body, mental world, what is the difference between mind, thoughts, and mental body, my dear friends, isn't it? So that is today's phrase for today's episode of Spiritual Glossary, and this particular phrase has been taken from the books written by Torquem Seradarian, and the books are Challenge for Discipleship, The Spring of Prosperity, The Science of Meditation, The Subconscious Mind, and The Chalice, my dear friends. So this is today's episode of today's series of episodes of Spiritual Glossary, my dear friends. I'll see you again next time. Till then, keep watching PMC English. Take care of yourself, all the bodies, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. Just take care of yourself, and for that you have to do meditation. That's the most important thing. So keep meditating and keep watching PMC English. This is Parinitha Patri signing off for now. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.